Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is Heavyful here bringing you another video, and today we are talking about the balance on SMITE today, man. 10.8 update, buffs and nerfs, and what that means for ranked Joust. We are just specifically going to be going over the things that affect ranked Joust, in my opinion, the most. So we won't be covering everything on there. So anyways, before we get into the video, man, please drop down, leave a like, comment on this. Let's discuss it. What do you think that I'm wrong about? What do you think I should have added? Leave a comment, man, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. I am a new YouTuber, so that means that I am trying to raise myself into the algorithm and help this channel grow some, man. So if you want to see this channel grow, if you like my content, or if you just want to do me a solid, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe, guys. And yeah, we're on to the video.
I'm coming for your queen and your crib and your car and your spot, and especially that motherfucking crown. The bass that I boom is crack that I...
Alright, so here we are in the SMITE patch 10.8. I've already said in the intro that we're basically just going to be covering everything that I think is important for Joust. So a lot of the stuff like the arena, you know, as you see here, the arena stuff, wait, I'll scroll down a little too far. Arena stuff, certain god buffs and nerfs, certain item buffs and nerfs that I don't think impact Joust too much. We're kind of just going to just gloss over them and really focus on the big changes for Joust. So yeah, man, obviously starting out, this is the biggest thing, I think, in my opinion. A lot of this is my opinion, all of it's my opinion, so you know, but this is huge. So starters are back. Starters are back, so builds will be shifting pretty heavily, in my opinion. I do think that a lot of the Chronos pendant start is going to go away, because you know, the fact that we lost Sands of Time and upgraded Sands of Time, we're going to see a lot less of the Chronos pendant. Now we can build Pendulum of Ages, and there's your 20% on top of the Spear of Desolation. So you're probably not going to see too many Chronos pendants, because Spear is just so good, and I think Spear is going to continue to be built in builds. But yeah, Pendulum is here now, man. So that's going to be huge. So they're not adding Sentinel's Gift and upgrades, Benevolence and upgrades, War Flag and upgrades, Lono's Mask and upgrades. And then we are banning Emperor's Armor from this mode. That is a big staple right there. Considering, and spoiler alert, Ares got a big buff. Ares makes use of Emperor's Armor, probably the best out of every Guardian, arguably, just because he gets power from it, 30 power, I believe. So that going away kind of hurts Ares a little bit, but he got buffed pretty massively in this patch, man. So look out for Ares. So anyway, so we skip over the Lono's Mask because it was not being added in, and then obviously the War Flag's not being added in. So we'll go straight to item balance. And item balance starting out with Berserker Shield. So to me, this just shows that they are trying to bring certain auto attack tanks back, you know, your Osiris, your Bellona, and I don't think it's going to be enough. So we saw them fall off pretty heavily, and also with the Shogun's Kasari buff, which I think this item is already incredibly good on backline tanks. So the fact that Shogun's is getting a buff is really good for those backline tanks that you're going to be seeing those on. So I picked this up quite a bit on certain gods. Obviously not like your frontline tanks like Kuzumbo, but certain backline tanks. But do I think that Osiris and Bellona and all those Erlang are going to see more of them? I don't think that this really matters too much. So Rejuvenating Heart, just a bad item. I don't see it ever being built. I don't see why you would need to build it. Sekhmet's, that's a pretty good buff. That's a pretty good buff. You know, you don't see this on too many gods. I know like Tyr, Neja, Robin really could utilize this. It's really good on Robin. But I don't really think you're going to see too much of this either. So I'm just going to skip past that one again. Now this part, physical ability damage items. This part of the patch, absolutely huge in my opinion, because auto attack hunters are probably the best right now. Now you have your exceptions. You have Martikaras, who's an ability based hunter and just destroys in Joust. Long range, safety, ton of damage. He just does what AMC does, but way better. This is going to be crazy because he's already so OP, man. So to see Brawler's Beat Stick getting gold decreased, to see Heartseeker, you know, now you're going to do 250 physical power cap on the threshold. Crusher just going down in gold, also getting more attack speed. You're going to see Marty really take off. He's already doing so well. He's already performing so well. But I do like this overall because I'm a Chiron player myself. So the fact that I play Chiron I do like AMC, even though if Marty's banned, the AMC is also another ability based hunter. I'm actually gonna go click on the game real quick and just take a look at the hunters. So yeah, AMC, Kyron, Scotty, another one, but just not she's just not too well right now, not doing too well. Neath, and I think it's mostly it for the most part. Medusa, arguably you could build her ability base, but just better right now. I think the items, with Griffin Wing and Kin Size, with damage being nerfed all around, Kin Size is really good, and Medusa can utilize Kin Size. I think a auto attack base build more than she can ability base, but anyways, that's besides the point. So seeing that Brawler's Heartseeker Crusher are getting buffed, it looks like they're trying to just up the ability based hunters a little bit, which I think is good. I think that's good overall. It's really OP right now to see your AA attackers. You think of the Ishtar, you thinking who's the X-Balls right now. Charybdis can be seen pretty decently. But yeah, man, so this is pretty big. Mage items. We're going to see a lot of mages that aren't played right now really see a rise. The current state of Joust is just, you have a handful of mages that are really good, and then the rest are just kind of bad. So with mage items coming up in power a little bit more, you're going to see some of these mages come back. So I don't think too much of this right here with the Bancroft's Talon and Glyph. But with Book of Thoth, man, Book of Thoth is going to be coming back. They raised the power, they increased the mana conversion, so those book builds you're gonna start seeing those back. So you're probably gonna start seeing Sands of Time back into the Book of Thoth, back into the Tablet of Destinies. Even though Tablet did get nerfed, it's still gonna be pretty good paired with the Book of Thoth, since they got 6% to 7% mana conversion on the power. Ride to Hootie just going up another 10 power. You build it anyways on mages, so you just get extra power in your build now. So we're gonna see a lot of the mages come back that I thought kind of fell off a little bit. So right now you're only seeing a lot of, I'm talking higher ranked play, man. I'm probably somewhere in the high diamond, low masters gameplay as far as my performance goes and where I usually sit. So in the higher ranked play, you see Baba Yaga, you see Tiamat, you see Scylla, you see Morgan Le Fay, Thoth, and then the rest of those mages, Persephone, the rest of those mages kind of you just don't see a lot of, or it's like, why pick them if those 6 aren't available? Now you actually have a reason to pick them because some of the book builds, book builds actually make some of these mages come back online. Kukulkan is not really, I'm not going to say he's a god you see a lot in high ranked Joust, but you're going to see him come back now because of the fact that you can book. You can get that high power build online, which is plays very well in Joust. A lot of lane control, minion clear. It's hard to siege against a Kukulkan. Not saying that, again, that he's S tier, but you're just going to see some of these mages that you haven't seen in a while because of the power nerfs come back, I think, a little bit. So yeah, that's it for item balance. Not a whole lot, but a lot. With the little that we got, I think we got a lot out of what we got here. So yeah, be on the lookout for some of those ability-based hunters and mages, some certain mages coming back into the metas. Alright, gods, man. Ares. Ares got buffed, and it is a big buff. Whether you think this is small or not, this is huge. So, Ares. He's not on your top 5 best Guardians, I don't think. Let's take a look at Guardians real quick. Right off the bat, Atlas, Bacchus, Kuzenbo, Sobek. Who am I missing? Atlas, Bacchus, Kuzenbo, Sobek. Ganesh is up there. But those are your top banned ones. The Kuzenbo, the Atlas, the Bacchus, and the Atlas, Bacchus, Kuzenbo, and Sobek. Yeah. So those are your top man. And then you throw Ganesh in there. Ganesh is actually pretty good. Really good counter matchups. Ares plays, his part is his counter matchup. Ares is a huge counter matchup. So all those top 4 that I just said, top 5 that I just said, the Atlas, the Bacchus, the Ganesh, the Kuzenbo, the Sobek, all have dashes. Think of your top assassins, Fenrir. Ares is a straight up counter to those gods, so that's why Ares is a good pick. So if all those are banned, like if you're playing with me, I'm banning Achilles, Sobek, Atlas off the bat. Maybe Bacchus, it just depends on how I'm feeling that day. And let's say the other team bans the Ganesh and bans, Terra, bans a couple of other Guardians. So there's not really too many Guardians left on the table, but they pick one of the top ones. They pick the Bacchus, they pick the Atlas, they pick the Ganesh. You can now lock Ares. You've always been able to lock Ares to counter pick, but now, man, he's just going to be so much more potent. Look at the 13 seconds on the shackles. That's his biggest move, right? Obviously, arguably the alt is the biggest move, but shackles is so strong, man. Just stopping, crippling those dashes, and the ability to hit multiple gods, to lock them down, and to stop them from doing a lot of their damage or their setups. This is huge, man. And even bigger, in my opinion, is the bolster, dude. The CC reduction from 10 scaling to 30% is now flat 30 at all ranks, man. And this is an aura, by the way, so you're going to be increasing crowd control reduction for 30% by everybody around you by leveling that ability. So on Ares before, you would probably level up your shackles first. Duh. And a lot of people went into the bolster defenses just to get that crowd control reduction online. Now you can just put 1 point into it and have 30%. That's nasty. That's nasty. So I will definitely be playing a lot more Ares. Look out for an Ares video coming on my YouTube channel. Next we got Ardeo. Just annoying. Ardeo's annoying. They decrease the stacks, but they increase the protection debuff. So it's pretty much getting those stacks online faster. Decompose was her. Yeah, so that's her passive. So energy surge. Just more damage, not that much. 60 scaling to 200 and now 70 to 210, so just 10 per rank. Not crazy, but Ardeo is annoying. Her job is just be annoying. She can harass you with your camps while you're trying to clear your blue, clear your red, clear your purple, and do a lot of damage to you, and probably steal the buff and not die, not take much damage in the exchange. So this is only going to help that. So I'm not saying you're going to see more of her with Ares. Ares probably going to be making some come-ups, and then all those Guardians that I named earlier, Ganesh and Kuzenbo and Bacchus and Atlas. So there's really no point to pick Ardeo unless you're countering, Fenrir. She's a big counter to Fenrir, but now you have Ares. She's a big counter to with the cripple. She can also cripple, just not as potent as the shackles are going to be, because you can cripple multiple gods from range, where she can cripple multiple gods if they're on her. So when she's diving, it helps. If she's diving the back line, it really helps so they can't dash away. Your Hachiman, Hou-Yi, you can't leap away. And then, yeah, more damage on the swipe. So, anyways, on to the next. Awilish. Awilish getting increased physical power scaling, increased attack speed on the gravity surge, which is her alt, I believe. Yep. This really isn't too much if you don't know how to play Awilish. But if you are a Awilish player and you already know how to play her, you are smiling right now, because people that really don't play her or are not good at her aren't going to be able to utilize this. But if Awilish players that are good already, man, she just got better. And I've seen some scary Awilishes in SMITE before, man. So I'm playing on my ranked Joust queues. I don't know exactly what the guy's name is, but I've seen some nasty Awilishes played in with the Kuzenbos, and I forget the warrior they usually run, but man, it is like I said, I've seen some nasty ones, so I'm hoping I don't run into them too much. So yeah, on to the next. We're gonna go to Chalk. Chalk is just a weird god because he's one of those gods similar to, I would say, Kumba, where if they're OP, they're OP. Like, not OP, they're OP. If they're too strong, they're just OP. But if they get toned down too much, they're just bad. There's really no neutral ground between those two, and I feel like that's what Chalk is. So this will help a little bit. I don't think it's going to do too much for him. I mean, with Hunters being good right now, it's good. It's a good buff, but more protections is going to help too, because Chalk, you can get away with building some damage. I got a buddy who runs Kuzenbo when he's Masters, and I'll play Chalk with his Kuzenbo, and then we'll run a Mage. And I like to build trends on Chalk first, to just provide a little bit of damage. Even though Chalk is used to carry you through the early game, if you have a decent enough mage, you can still do that. But when Chalk gets trans stacked and he has 2 defense items, he's just annoying to deal with, man. He's very, very annoying. He harasses the hell out of your backline. He can get in there with that giant AoE silence. This actually decreases cooldown, or not cooldown, decreases attack speed, decreases your movement speed. He's just annoying. So I like this because I like to play Jock every once in a while, depending on if I'm playing with a Guardian or not. He's one of those, like, you know, just harass the backline. Just sit in the front line, harass the backline, heal up, poke, heal up. You know, it's just annoying. This I like. I don't think it's gonna do much. Gilg is just bad. They've just nerfed him way too many times, man. And I don't think we're gonna see an uptick in Gilg. But this helps. This definitely helps the percent health damage. 0.5. If it would have went 3.5, maybe 4, would have been good. But especially with right now, a lot of tank items being built, even on mages or you know, assassins. So I do think this helps, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to really do much. And then damage got increased on his leap. So, whatever. He's still bad in my opinion. I still wouldn't pick him. There's a lot more better warriors that you could pick. Lancelot, I'm kind of just gonna scroll past this. Lancelot's just, he does okay when you build him tanky hybrid, and when you build him full damage, he's just bad. But why would you build Lancelot tanky hybrid when you have Fenrir, when you have Neja? You know, there's no really point to pick him. I mean, let's just go through it. I mean, like Bastet's got buffed with the cats in the scaling. She does a lot of. Hold on, let me go ahead and change this one. So, anyways, so Bastet got buffed. She's doing pretty well. Fenrir's there. I mean, Neja's there. Robin's there. I just don't see why you would ever want to pick up Lancelot. He's just. We'll go past it. This one, I like this one a lot. I do play a little bit of Medusa. I don't have a Medusa video, but I'll definitely add that to my list of videos to come, because now with this, Medusa's in a really weird spot where she can kind of build ability based. I think I mentioned that earlier, and also auto attack based. Like you can do a high power ability based crit build and it still feels good. She's very weird with her builds. You can go back and forth, whereas like Chiron, I would say, why are you building him auto attack? Because he's just way better. Like Marty, don't build him auto attack. He's way better with ability build. Medusa can kind of get away with both. So this was a weird ability because you never really got to clear the archers. I don't know how many of you guys play Medusa, but she always is like just enough away from full clearing the archers with her acid spray, a couple items in. Well, I think now you're going to be able to with this extra 10 damage and bluestone also being added in back to Joust. So that'll help. And then this is just nice. So you won't really feel this too much unless people are turning away from your alt, getting a little bit extra damaged on the alt when they turn away. Neith, you know, I see Neith played because she's good to sit in the back line and alt when you have a very high aggressive front line. So if you're building two guardians with Neith, or you're building guardian warrior with Neith, I could see where Neith can be played because she can just alt for massive damage and they can clean up, even dabbing towers. But that's gonna be toned down with Emperor's armor being taken out, man. You're not gonna see too much of it, I don't think. But that's nice. You know, the Spirit Arrow got decreased cooldown on the one. I think this used to be like 16 seconds or something. That's crazy. Now it's 11. That's insane. And then this is pretty nice too, especially going into other hunters, getting that cooldown or that auto attack speed reduction. So I don't know. I don't think you're gonna see too much of Neith being played any more than she already is, for the simple fact that, like I said, she's very good into double tank comps being in front of her, so she can kind of sit in the back line and hit the root, hit the alts, and just do massive damage. But who knows, man, with Bumba's being back added into there, man, you might see more Neith. I don't know. We'll find out. Nuwa. I like this one. I'm a Nuwa player, so I really like this. She's bad in Joust, guys. She's just bad in Joust. There's no counter argument. I don't even want to hear it, dude. Nuwa's terrible in Joust. There should be no reason you play Nuwa when you have access to 10 mages I can name. You know what? I'll do it. I'll do it for the sake of the video. 10 mages. Way better than Nuwa in ranked Joust. So we could start with your best ones right now, right? You have Baba Yaga, Discordia, Giannis, Morgan Le Fay, Thoth, Tiamat, Scylla, Persephone, Okay, that's 8 right there. Now let's throw in Agni. Let's throw in Soul. And that's 10. Like, why would you ever play Nuwa in ranked Joust, man? Don't do that to your team. Don't do that to your team. It's not cool. But I like Nuwa, so I play her. But see, now, here's where I'm going to get a little bit arrogant. Maybe it's just called confidence. I'm good at Nuwa, man. It's one of my most played gods. She's top 3 most played gods. I would say I am very good with Nuwa, and I can get away with it because I know how to set up with her. I know what her job is, and it's not just damage. You know, you don't do anything early game, man. You're there for setup. You just got to play the boring game, the long game, and that's just not the name of the Joust game. So this will help a lot, especially, you know, making plays, being able to set up and utilize a bit of, you know, it's just utility. So to get your front line in there, working in the back line a little bit, it helps. And then this also with the lane aggression. I like this. I'm gonna play Nuwa more. I'll put out a Nuwa video for you guys. I'll show you what you can do with her. Yu Huang. Moving on to Yu Huang. Very weird god. I mean, Celestial Flight is one of the best abilities in the game. I'll go on record saying that. Just undamageable, unCCable, just incredibly good. Now you get it 18 seconds max rank, you know, and it scales down half a second. Not the best, but it's something. And then the Dow. Most people don't even know how to use this, so it doesn't really do much. So if you're in, you know, mid-diamond, plat, gold, silver, bronze, you're probably not even paying attention to this. But you know, if you actually know how to play the game and you know how to play Yu Huang and understand what this ability does, which I think it's his passive, right? Yeah. Then this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Big nerf here. Not a nerf. This is a revert. So they're bringing this back down. It was at 9%. They reduced it to 8. It's now back to 7. So Robin is now going to get access to a 21% shield, where it was at 27, I believe. So absolutely crazy is what it was at before. Back to 21, and then they gave him damage back to his 1. So Robin's still probably going to be good, just not as good. Karan, this is interesting because I'm not too sure when the last time I saw a nerf to a god before he hit ranked. So I'm not really sure why they put this in there, because 3% is not, I mean, it's 0.5%, 0.5%. I don't know. Very weird, I thought. I don't, just to further comment on this god, I don't know where he stands because I have not played too much of him, but I played into him, and it's usually 50-50. I mean, I usually either shred him, or he just feels like non-existent, or somebody who's good at him gets him, and he really shines. But I don't know. We'll see in ranked because that's casuals. You can't really base off casual play. So I don't know. Izanami, one of those gods where if I see her played against anybody that's like, plat and lower, maybe low diamond and lower, she pops off, man, because she full clears that wave, which is very important. And if she could step up to do it, if you're not punishing her, she could step up, clear that wave, and just run at people, and people just die. I don't understand. They don't know how to play against the Izanami. But anyways, they decreased her passive, I believe, right? Yeah, there's a passive. So they decreased the penetration she gets from passive. So she just doesn't have access to as much penetration as she did, but I still think she probably sits the same. I don't see why you would pick her in Joust. There's other hunters that just do what she does just way better. So still it's conquest. It's conquest. Mercury, we're just gonna skip past him. Who's playing Mercury in Joust? Wukong, another bad god in Joust. Took away some of his power. I mean, he's tanky as hell. So the fact that he gets free power was big when they buffed that. I don't remember when they buffed it. It might have been 10.6, 10.7 maybe. But I like Wukong. I'm a 2-star Wukong, so I play him in Joust, but he's just bad. There's other warriors that just do what he does just better. Susano. Now, I like this because there is a Susano player, I believe, by the name of Tuna Sub. And Tuna, if you're watching, man, you're nasty, bro. And I've played against you many times on that Susano, and he has done work, or she has done work. But I'm glad that Susano's getting a nerf. kind of irrelevant for Joust just because the fact that, you know, you don't see too much of Sasano. It's just, why would you pick him if you want a full, I don't know, if you're a 3-man squad and you have Sasano as where your hunter would normally fit in, where if you got a mage, Sasano, and then a guardian, or mage, Sasano, and a warrior that's got good crowd control, or just straight up warrior, guardian, Sasano. Don't see why you would do it, but he can do damage, man. He can do a lot of damage. But yeah, Tuna, man, hopefully, I know you're not liking this, dude, but you're probably still gonna run him because you're nasty with him. Zhang Kui decreased the protections gain per stack. I mean, that's kind of what made Zhang Kui semi-decent in this meta right now. He's still pretty bad, I would say. You can do some work with him. Again, if you have a 3-man team, if you're communicating and you understand your role as Zhang Kui, you can do some stuff with him, but yeah, I just don't see it. All the non-conquest god changes now, I'm just going to highlight the biggest one in my opinion. It's going to be the Janus. Yeah, Janus, they removed plus 10% damage dealt to gods. I play a lot of Janus. I have multiple Janus videos on my YouTube page. If you've probably seen those, if you have not, go check those out because they're awesome videos, and I'm actually going to be putting one out before this patch drops, so look out for the Janus video. You're going to like that one. It was fun. But anyways, Afro, whatever. Nobody plays Afro, right? If you did, yeah, find a better mage. So you got cooldowns are plus 10%, ultimates plus 20%. Ganesh nerf, that's pretty big because the fact that Ganesh is, I told you, like, I think Ganesh is top 6 guardians in Joust. You know, he's getting some cooldown nerfs. Janus nerf we talked about. Kuzumbo nerf, that's awesome because he does less damage and his non-ultimate cooldowns are going up 5%. Thank you. Nuwa, losing some damage dealt, plus 10% of cooldown. You know, whatever. You're not playing her anyways. Odin. Odin pretty big, but hold on. Odin was pretty big because Odin is a counter matchup as well as like the Ares. Odin can counter out a lot of your hunters like Cupid, and nobody's picking Cupid too much, but he can counter a lot of those. If you don't have a dash or a leap over the cage, he can be pretty devastating. Let's go back. Sobek, that's nice. Cooldown's going down. Kernabog, whatever. Daju, whatever. Bats, whatever. And Morgan, whatever. So yeah, man. I mean, that's your patch. I mean, overall, my thoughts on that are this right here. I mean, the fact that starters are coming back, dude. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Starters are back, baby. I wanted to keep this video under half an hour, so I think we've done exactly that. It might be right around that mark. We're going to see hunters coming back, ability-based hunters coming back. I'm going to play more Scotty. I got a Scotty video coming. You guys are going to laugh at that one. I'm going to be playing a lot more Kyron. I'm going to be playing a lot more Marty. I'm going to be playing a lot more AMC. I might try Neath out a couple times. I hate Neath. I probably won't, but I'll try it. Some mages coming back. And then the Ares, I'll drop the Ares video. I'll try to get the Ares video, man. You guys got to see that. But anyways, yeah, man. Like I said at the beginning of the video, guys, I am a brand new YouTube, not streamer, content creator. YouTube content creator, gaming content creator. So I'm trying to grow this channel, man. So if you guys please can, man, just drop the subscription. Drop likes on the videos if you're clicking on them and you're kind of liking the content. Maybe there's some stuff that I could change a little bit. Let me know in the comments. Just comment on it, like it. Boost me in the algorithm. It helps other people see it. It helps my channel grow. It brings more audience to my channel, and maybe I'll get other subscriptions because of that. So anything you guys can do to help, even the haters, man, comment and let me know how shitty I am with the game, how bad I am, how I suck, how I didn't build this right. Let me know in the comments, so help me get better, man. That's what we're all here for, right? SMITE community in a nutshell. But yeah, boys, if you guys enjoyed that video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I will catch y'all in
shit, y'all ain't talking about nothing. I bought a car for everybody. They all came with a button. I showed the world that you don't have to say.